Hello everybody, welcome. We're live here, Brooklyn Center, at the scene of a police shooting. Police have killed a person up on this direction in the traffic stop. See the BCA out here investigating Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. A large crowd is accumulated here. 2 police cars are getting jumped on.
Hold the space. Like I said, hold the
Hundreds
space.
of people are out here.
Hold the space.
Crowd is getting testy. Police are about to make a move.
Attention! Hey y'all! Hey y'all!
Police are shooting rubber.
I just talked
They
to the
just shot
mother.
him in the ear, it looks
I
like.
just talked to Daunte's mama. She wants y'all to chill out so we can get justice for Daunte. Let's get justice for Daunte.
Person injured.
Let's get justice for Daunte. Chill out, y'all. They wanna start some shit with us so Daunte don't get no justice. You gotta chill out. Where's his mama? Go get their mama. Where's his mama? Go get Katie right there. Hold the space. Hold the space. Look. Do not be baited. Hold the space. Hold the space. This is Daunte Wright's mother. Will y'all listen to her?
Will you guys please just stop? We want justice for Daunte. We don't want it to be about all of this violence. We just want justice for our son, and this is taken away from that, because now this is exactly what they want you guys to do, so that way my son isn't being heard. And I need that to, this is my husband.
Your son's being heard, sis. Your son's being heard. This shit got to stop. Your son's being heard. We're not playing about my baby.
Justice for Daunte, that's it.
Period.
We don't want all this extras. Let's get justice. We'll get justice for my son.
Justice for Daunte.
Justice for my son, Daunte. That's what we want. Justice for him being shot for no reason at all. On his way, he was on his way to get a car wash.
This what happened.
He was on his way to get a car wash. He was pulled over because he had air fresheners in the rearview mirror.
Car wash? How many of us get a car wash with air fresheners? We all do. Right? They even do on their police cars. How dare they?
But I need you guys to, all the violence, if it keeps going, it's only going to be about the violence. You need it to be about why my son got shot for no reason. We need to make sure that it's about him, not about smashing police cars, because that's not going to bring my son back.
You got that right. So that was Daunte's mother, y'all. So y'all know how this works. The police wants to trick us because they don't want us talking about the fact that they murdered Daunte Wright. Say his name. 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 Daunte Wright. This ain't about no checkers, y'all. This is about chess. It's not that to trick us into doing no stupid shit out here. Let's be smart. They got all kind of weapons that they can kill us without any trouble, y'all. Let's not let them lay us down. They already laid our brother down. Let's go say his name. 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 Say his name, y'all. Justice for who? Justice for who? So we're not gonna let them trick us into doing something so we can't talk about Daunte Wright. Y'all know how this works. If they get us into something here, they won't even talk about Daunte Wright on the news. They'll talk about us fighting the police. And we won't even get to the bottom of why they murdered Daunte Wright. Don't you fool around with them. You already know they're murderers. They don't kill Daunte Wright. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? They don't murder Daunte Wright. Don't give no excuse to murder. We ain't got no assault weapons. Do we? We got no assault weapons. Right? So don't give them an excuse to shoot us. Let's get justice for Daunte Wright. What's his name? What's his name? Say his name.
The police took the 2 cars out.
Say his name. Say his name. Now y'all heard his
We're
mama.
live out here in
Y'all
Brooklyn
heard his
Center.
mama. She said we want to get to the bottom of this. She said she didn't want us to distract from getting to the bottom. Y'all heard that, right? Yes. We want us to respect his mama, don't we? Yes. You want to respect his daddy, don't you? Yes. Now there's a time to fight, because I'm so down for some fighting. But this ain't, right now we ain't want to fight when they got all the daggone weapons. We're going to be intelligent, right? We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to organize. We're going to protest. They're going to give up somebody, just like they gave up Derek Chauvin. We're going to make them give up one of the murderers. Yes, we are. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to keep coming out here fighting our wrongs ourselves. Damn right. We've been done it before. We're going to do it again. All right? So y'all need y'all to be disciplined. We can stand out here. We can chant, raise hell, but don't get caught up in their foolishness. So they don't want Daunte Wright's name to be on the news. They want our name to be on the news. They want to say black folks are out here clowning. No. What needs to be on the news is Daunte Wright was murdered by the Brooklyn Center Police Department. Say his name.
Daunte Wright.
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 Say his name. All right. If Daunte don't get it, if Daunte don't get it, if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
don't be violence baited into their bullshit right now. Hold the space,
What's up, man?
hold the space, and text people to get here
How
right
you doing,
now.
sir?
We need all media eyes.
Another
on
one.
this.
You wanna talk
we
it
need
up?
people to know
You wanna
what
talk it
happened
up to the live
and for them to not spin the narrative.
Another one. What's
that
up? We're out here on Brooklyn Center. What do you know about what happened?
Do not let them twist
What I've
the
been
narrative.
told, a
Do not
20-year-old
let
went
them
to go
retell
get a
the
car
story.
wash, and
If
then the
Dante's
police
family is asking
assumed
for us to
that it
peacefully
was a
sit here,
carjacking
we gonna peacefully
and just
sit here.
executed the man.
We gonna hold this space for Daunte Wright.
His son
we
is
gonna
out
hold this
here.
space for black
He
people.
has a little
we gonna
boy
hold this space
that he's leaving
for some
behind.
motherfucking justice.
This is sad. We just come from demanding
Say
justice
his
for
name.
Justin Titan, and then we hear
Say his
this.
name.
It just don't stop.
What's his name?
It's sad.
What's his name?
Yeah, how's the atmosphere
What's his
feel
name?
for you right now, besides being
What's
sad?
his name?
The atmosphere
What's
feel
his
like the
name?
people is ready and we ready.
One thing you're gonna notice.
It's to the
that
point where the people are saying
these
enough is
overfunded
enough,
Ninja
and we're
Turtle
gonna
looking
fight back
SWAT
if need
team
be.
cats in front of you.
Any means necessary, we say,
They
so
come
that's
all
what
the
it
way
is.
from Rogers, Minnesota,
Anything else you'd want to say?
and they looking real tired
Everybody
right
pull up
now.
and come out.
The police
Everybody
chief is
get
gonna
here.
come up and tap them on the shoulder so they can take a nap back there. Because guess what? They don't got the wherewithal that we got. We gonna be here all night if it takes. They're gonna be doing different shifts, going in and out. Because they don't got the same wherewithal as the people. They don't got the same wherewithal as us. We out here for justice. They out here to protect their blue line. So we gonna show them what community looks like. We gonna show them what unity looks like. Tell me what community 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 looks like. When you look these overfunded Ninja Turtle looking SWAT team cats in the eye, tell them how you feel. Very rarely will you get an opportunity to tell these cats who they are, tell them the truth, because they're going to go back to their hometown full of lies. And people still feeding them cognitive
They can't keep
dissonance.
doing this shit to us,
So look
man.
these cats
Keep
in
killing
the
our
eye,
black people
tell
like that,
them who
man.
they are.
My boy Johnny, this
Tell them who
motherfucker,
they
boy.
are.
I'm living out here for
They looking
15
real
years,
sleepy right now.
man. Staying out
They
here for
looking
15
real
years.
tired.
They can't keep
I
doing
see
this
this
to us,
brother right
man.
here with
They
the
can't keep
Rogers
doing this to
back
us, man.
He looking real tired.
man. We tired of this,
Like
man.
some British
For real,
police
man. We
like
tired of
in
this,
his
man.
face. You ain't no robot, sir.
Yeah,
you
that's
ain't
it,
no
man.
robot. I know
Let's
you
go,
got a
man.
mama. Tell these
You wanna
people
say
how you
anything?
feel.
Black Lives
Man,
Matter.
Black Lives Matter, man.
Black Lives
People
Matter.
started killing a lot of people,
And
man.
what I want
We ain't doing nothing about it. We gonna do something today.
Right? Because
We gonna do something. We standing up for what's going on right
They out here
now.
with the National Guard. They out here with the BCA. Y'all remember when that dude killed himself downtown? Y'all remember how quick that fucking video came? When they were like, that ain't us. That's not our fault. Where's the fucking video at? If y'all innocent, where the video at? Because what they're trying to do is cover this shit up. But we care. We care about justice. We care about the right thing. That's why we're here. That's why we're turning out more people to show up. Because we're going to be out here while they in the courtroom pretending that their job isn't to lynch us. We're going to be out here because we know the truth. We know the motherfucking truth. This is what community looks like. 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 This is what unity looks like. This is what unity looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
Any of y'all want to talk?
I want to pray. Ask him
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Gabe, who also lost his brother to police brutality, police killing in Denver. Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah, can you talk about just like what the scene is like? When did you get up here? What's going on through your mind right now?
I got here about an hour ago. My name is Gabriel Black Elk. My brother, Paul Castaway, was murdered by police in Denver, Colorado. And we got here about an hour ago, and we heard that there was an OIS up this way. So we were out of action before this. So when we got the news, we came up here right away, and we walked upon a scene of mad families. You know, we understand what the families are going through. You know, we understand what, you know, the pain, the anger, the frustration that they're going through when they're in front of, you know, when they're in front of the cops like that. We know exactly. We went through that. So that's, you know, my take on it is, you know, I heard that the police killed him because he had some kind of aerosol can. So the police, you know, they shouldn't have killed him. They shouldn't have murdered him, and they need to be held accountable for what they did to Daunte Wright. They need to be held accountable. Justice for Daunte.
Anything else you'd want to add from the whole scene? Like, this is continuing. You talked about it. You just came from an event with other families. You came up here and there's more families. Are you now also chatting with these families and showing them support? I saw you all hugging them.
Yeah, we met the mom. We met the mom, and we met one of the cousins, a couple of the cousins, and I met the brother. So we told them, you know, when I introduced myself, I told them who I was and told them that my brother was also murdered by the police. So we know exactly what they're going through. So that's my take on that.
Get to the fucking hospital. I hope I know somewhere my phone is there. If y'all see a red,
you can be without video if you want.
Okay. No, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can talk about Daunte though.
That's all I'm asking for. But end of the day,
Hello. My name is Rissa. I'm the cousin of Phil Quinn and auntie of Daunte Wright, aka Chicken Wang, and then I'm also a distant relative of Billy Hughes. I just want to say fuck the police. They did it again. Same motherfuckers who killed Daunte Lowe are the same ones who just took Daunte Wright's right as well. They're serial killers. They need to be abolished all the way. Fuck 12.
Sorry, we just missed.
Lord God. Everybody, I'm about to come to y'all in prayer for a moment.
You?
Lord God, we come to this moment in both of us, Lord God, we pray for justice for our brother. We pray for peace for our brother. We welcome you into this space, Lord God. In Jesus' great name we pray, amen.
Black lives, they matter, yeah.
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 Everybody, I understand that we are upset, but I need us to baby, this is Tashira. I want you to respect this situation, okay? This is a family that's asking you to
like Champlain Police.
You know me. I love you, my
Maple
brother.
Grove Police.
I want you to calm down.
I'm not sure where these officers are from.
understand. You know me and you know I love you.
Again, we're here in Brooklyn Center, north suburb
I am a family
of Minneapolis.
of someone that was murdered. And we just had the anniversary of his birthday today. I don't want y'all out here putting yourselves in danger, okay? We gotta be strategic about this. We know that they wrong. We got that. But we want to preserve you guys' life, okay? You guys' life are important. These are robots, okay? These are robots and we are human beings.
We're here with King D. King D was like one of the first on the scene. Talk about what you've seen so far.
Basically, what I've seen so far was I communicated with the mother. The mother indicated that her son was basically going to get a car wash with the car. All this is basically done over a air freshener that was on top of was hanging from the mirror. That's what I learned. But we had some tomfoolery information indicating that this was a carjacking. Just so we clear, this was not a carjacking. We seeing this happening during the Derek Chauvin trial. We know what happened to George Floyd. Now this young 20-year-old has lost his life. He has senseless lost his life over this Brooklyn Center Police Department has killed this man bogusly. His body's been on the ground since 1:45 p.m. So I want everybody to please come out here peacefully protesting. We don't want to fall for the okie doke. They parked their two vehicles right in front of everybody just so certain individuals would smash the cars. They knew that was going to happen. What we seen downtown when the individual basically shot himself, committed suicide, we seen the video come out expeditiously. We want to see the body cam expeditiously. The mom told us this was not a carjacking. Her son called her. Just so we clear, her son called her. And we know what the BCA and also the police is doing. They basically hiding the girlfriend. The girlfriend was in the car. She also showed the mom the body of her son laid limp in the car. He was gunned down. This was not a carjacking. This was not a carjacking. So everybody, please, the people that said they would be out here with Malcolm X, they would be out here for Dr. Martin Luther King, etc., you would be exactly where you at, right home watching. If you out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, what happened? What have they? You need to be out here right now, expeditiously.
Tired as me, and I ain't disrespecting nobody, so y'all not about to disrespect me.
We heard from King D, King Demetrius Pendleton on Facebook, Listen Media. Check out his work. I think he's streaming right now as well.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 Now this is the right way to do it. We're gonna do chants from here on out. We're not gonna be arguing with them dirty ass police that are robots. We're not gonna be doing none of that because they got shit on them that can hurt us. Okay, let's be real. Let's be logical about this. Let's use our heads. Okay, they got things that can hurt us. So they'll get their day. Their day coming. They don't know God. They don't know God. Because if they knew God, they would know that He's more powerful than any of that shit that they got on them. But we're not gonna put ourselves in jeopardy. So let's do some checks and let's carry this shit out, okay?
Can't really see too much. There's going to be a yellow tarp somewhere where his body is, but I cannot see that.
Boots on the ground. We're here to bring the shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to bring the shit down. Boots on the ground. Come on in. We're here to bring the shit down. We're gonna have a protest out here. Y'all ready? We got some speakers. We got Sister Nakima. Y'all know Sister Nakima Levy Armstrong. Y'all know me. So we're going to get out here, we're going to do some organizing. But like Sister just said, we're going to be intelligent about this. We're not going to let them prick us into some craziness. We're not going to let them prick us into hurting us, are we? Right? So we're going to organize like we smart, because we are smart. We smarter than, hey, you can't convince them of nothing. They already made their mind up. Well, how you going to convince somebody? That's right, the shooter. That's exactly right. So you're not going to convince them of shit. He's my friend, right? So all you can do is talk to us. Listen to these brothers and sisters that we come in and we speak to you and give you some knowledge about how we fight back. The first thing we got to do is make sure that this whole world, everybody knows about what
I'm going to show you where the BCA is. Again, we're here live on 63rd and Lee over in Brooklyn Center. Hey, what's up?
Oh, no way. I was looking for you, saw you on a video. I didn't realize this was your whole fucking team. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm coming to go. Yeah. They're like Nikos. I got your number from TT, and that's where we
Hold on, 1 second.
I got someone.
Check, check. All right, what you're looking at is just a police staging ground right now here on the corner of 63rd and Kathrene. There was a BCA truck up here, and I was going to show you that, but they seem to have moved. Hello, how are you?
Where you from?
From a media outlet called Unicorn Riot. I'm live streaming right now. Okay. Yeah, it's sad. You want to talk at all? Another young man was gunned down by the police.
They need to get stun guns.
Yeah.
Why? Constantly. And it's and these young people ain't playing with you. See, I'm old now. They're tired. But I remember when. But this is a different era.
Can I film you?
Huh?
Can I film you? You want to talk? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is a different era. You're saying?
Yes, we live in a different era now, and the young people are more radical than my era, and it's a doggone shame. It's a doggone shame. Again, here we go again. We haven't even settled. The dust hasn't even settled from the last episode that we've gone through. And here we are again at this same thing. We just have to pray. God, please heal the land. Heal the land. And I pray for the family of this terrible, terrible incident that's happened.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Take care. My name is Nico.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You all want to talk at all? Yeah?
It's just terrible. My name is Barbara Carey, Reverend Barbara Carey from Spiritual Life Church, and I just got a call from one of my kids. This is just awful. There's no need for this. We're still in court and trial with George Floyd. All these crimes, they're not justified. There's no way the police would go into a predominantly white suburb, Wayzata or Orono, and whether if they're burning incense in a car or doing meth or having guns illegally, they would get a ticket. They would not even get shot. All these other kids from different nationalities, mainly Caucasian, they're taken alive, handcuffed and taken in, and that's wrong. You have stun guns, you have mace, you have other elements that you can use regardless, to detain someone. And I'm just saddened and grieved that people just want justice. This killing, it's unlawful, it's ungodly, and it needs to stop. I'm a registered nurse of over 30 years, and the job of a nurse as well as a police officer is to serve and protect the people, not put their foot on the neck, stopping someone's airway, and then shooting someone because there's something in the car. There's other ways that this can be handled. I pray for the family that they are comforted during this overwhelming time, that justice is served, that all of this back and forth brutality, that it stops, because it's not right. There's other ways how to handle this. 20 years old and just starting his life. So I pray that there's no more violence or anything that comes from this, but that the whole situation will be handled promptly and people's lives are preserved.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Would you want to talk at all?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sending you my love. My little one. Be careful. Thank you, you too. I heard from a couple residents and a registered nurse and a reverend right there. Okay, we're here on 64th and Lee. 63rd and Lee is a scene about a block up of another officer involved killing, another a fatal shooting. Daunte Wright, 20 years old, was killed by police today around 1:45. People are still coming to the scene.
Nico, man, them motherfuckers shot me, bro.
Did they? They got you when they were shooting?
Yeah,
You want to talk about it?
Shot me in my motherfucking side. Cortez Wright, Cortez Rice, 31 in Minneapolis. We just left out there to St. Paul for Justin Tigan birthday. And we heard about this incident, Daunte Wright, the Brooklyn Center police killing him, 20 years old. So we came out here, and we all standing in front line, you know what I mean, talking to the officers, telling them, like, what the fuck is going on? Why y'all out here with batons and riot gear? Like, we did something wrong. We ain't did nothing wrong. Excuse me, my side kind of hurt. I'm like, we ain't do nothing wrong. The dude started walking up. I don't know, somebody from the crowd or something. I don't know what happened, but dude started firing 3 shots. One guy got hit in the ear. I got hit in my side. It ain't no bruise, but it's definitely hurting right now. It's gonna probably come in a second.
Yep.
And I definitely made sure I grabbed this motherfucker right here. They got
40
us,
millimeter marker round.
They got us messed up, man. This shit hurt. This shit really do hurt.
Yes.
Man.
And the metal part on the bottom is gone.
Yeah, the metal part gone.
Wow.
And
So what is the feeling that you feel from the atmosphere out here?
Man, this is not right, man. You know, I stand in solidarity with a lot of families, you know, and George Floyd was real close to me too, you know, so this shit hurts, you know what I mean, that they keep on taking our lives, man, you know what I mean, and then they sit up there and protect, you know, these buildings and these squad cars, like that shit matters, you know what I mean, like our lives don't matter. They really got upset when those squad cars was getting damaged, and I think that's why he really fired them shots, honestly. Sheesh. Oh man, I might need to get some ice packages.
Yeah, you do probably. Yeah.
Right
on your ribs too?
Yeah. So the dude, like I said, they was destroying the squad cars, and that guy with that orange gun came up and shot 3 times. One guy got hit in the ear. I got hit in my side. I don't know where the other guy got hit at. I made sure I grabbed his bullet. But yeah, like I said.
Were you live streaming when it happened?
Yeah, live streaming. Everything's live under Cortez Wright. CORTEZRICE.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Go check out his stream. Get some ice on it, man.
Yeah.
Make you good, man. Hope you're good.
Man, that shit fucking hurts, man. That's why I just came back. I had 400 views, man. I just had to sit down right quick.
Yeah, right? I feel that.
That shit hurt.
Oh. You want to talk at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I didn't mean to throw up a gang sign, but no. Yeah, what did you want to know, though?
What's the feeling like out here? What brought you out here, first of all, and then, like, how you feeling?
Well, I had noticed it on the news, like on my Facebook Live, that there was a video around the corner from where I live, and I'm thinking, like, it's a huge crowd, and it must have been something really serious that happened, and I noticed that there was a young black guy murdered by a cop again. And I thought I'd just come out here and try to support in some way or another and find out what exactly happened. But it seems very hectic over there. I've been here for 2 hours, and the crowd's getting way bigger than what it was, and I think it's gonna get even bigger as night goes on. And we just have prayers for the person who was murdered and their family, and that they get justice if it was by a cop.
You seem really young. Can you talk about just that fact? The boy was young as well. Daunte Wright, he was 20, young man.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about that? How does that feel for you?
I mean, I have a brother who's around 20 years old, and I have even younger siblings and people and brothers who are around that age. It doesn't sit well with me in any way. Even for me as a woman, I don't agree with the way that the justice systems work. It could have been a woman out there, and I think the crowd would have been just as enormous as it is now. No. I think it's a fact of a matter of being a black person killed by a cop again after the George Floyd issue, and we're going through that trial right now. It's major. It means a lot. They want something to be done right now, but it's not going to happen that easily. Hopefully it doesn't keep going on for days at a time, but who knows? Right now, as you can see, the crowd, it's like a funeral. But we just want peace and justice, and cops to stop killing black folks, from what I can show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Let me give you a card real quick.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Hey, you want to say anything?
Yeah.
What's up?
Man, you already know it's fuck 12, man. They out here doing us bogus, shorty. We gonna tee up for, man, motherfuckers know what time it is. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, y'all want to talk?
Hey, man, it's crazy out here, man.
Fuck the police, man. You know what the fuck going on, man. Fuck 12, man. Fuck ATF, all of them, nigga. It's going up, man. Let's go, let's go.
Man. Fuck 12,
Black Lives
man.
Matter.
Fuck 12.
Thank you. Y'all want to talk?
It's the news.
I'm live right now.
Oh, yeah, man.
You want to talk?
This bitch, man. Be sitting in this, man. Fuck 12, man. They know we coming, man.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter, man. Shout out my guys, man. Fuck the police.
Hey, talk.
Hey, you want to talk?
Tell them about my mixtape. All type of shit. I'm dropping that shit. EP coming soon, everything.
Well, what's your name?
Boss Twin, Money Coming 10.
All right.
Artist right here, we get EP dropping soon.
Fuck 12, man. Fuck
EP dropping soon.
What? Are you from around here?
I ain't from around here. My other artist right there. Look at him. Get him on the tape.
You from up? Yeah.
Big folk.
Big
You hear me?
Look at him.
How's it feel to be out here for another police shooting?
That shit crazy. City crazy.
Big folk. He got my crowd too.
City crazy right now, but fuck.
Yeah, I'm big folk. You hear me? He got my crowd too. We ain't like that.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Shorty was a good little nigga, man. Good young man.
Hey, we need. Hey,
little bit of gang.
Hey, Shorty was our little homie. Fuck on you,
man. You feel me? The police need to die for that. We already been beat for years, man. What else we got to do after getting beat, man?
Dirt. Hold on.
Thanks, y'all. Oh, you want, yeah.
Gang, gang, fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Police are moving back. Put him on a gas mask, it looks like. Yep, here goes the gas mask.
Know that. Don't shoot no gas. We have the right to assemble. As soon as you shoot that gas, the city going up. As soon as you shoot that gas, the city going up. So do not shoot the gas at the peaceful protesters. We have the right to peacefully assemble, period. They shoot that gas, the city going up on gang.
We're doing this right. We are doing this right. Hands up. They won't shoot. They will not shoot. They will not shoot.
You see all these women out here?
It is our First Amendment right. Listen, they will not shoot, but we will not cross this line.
Right here.
We will not give them a reason.
It is going to happen. It is going to happen. This is going to happen. We are here at Brooklyn Center. The police are going to start shooting at unarmed civilians with gas. There is nothing we can do about it. It's going to happen, and the best thing we can do is keep our hands up
and let them know that what they're doing is a choice, a conscious choice to follow an order to fire on unarmed civilians. That is what they're about to do. So just so you're aware, when it happens, there is nothing that we could have done. They made that decision, and now they're going to choose to do it. Here it is. Here it is. Everybody you see tonight, nobody hurt them, nobody hit them. They literally are doing this on their own volition. Just be aware of that when you see that later on. Don't shoot no gas, man. For real, man.
Daunte Wright, mother is speaking again. She's saying she just wants peace. Her son is still laying on the street. No, you're good.
But you're unicorn.
Again, that's the mother of Daunte Wright was just speaking. You can see her hugging somebody. At the front line, the police are pulling out tear gas, masks.
Say his name! 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 Y'all need to stay focused. Y'all gotta stay focused. We're here to stand and hold space and make sure that they're doing the right thing, but we gotta stay focused. We're all angry. We're all frustrated. We're all sad. But his mother...
Police are moving back again. Every response that the police do, the people are probably going to follow. We'll see. It looks like the marshals have a hold on the people right now, and they're holding them off.
Please respect her space right now. That's all I'm asking. Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! Say his name!
It doesn't look like we will, though. It's mostly all press that have crossed the line. Now everybody else is crossing the line, it looks like. The marshals and folks are trying to push people back again. How you doing?
No justice, no peace, man.
Peace, nigga. Fuck. You're not gonna sleep tonight.
Union riots, free white blood from the last mixtape from 38th in Chicago. Y'all jumped my white boy on Stone. He was beating y'all ass on my soul, and he like that. Free him right now, cause he innocent. Now, free white blood. Whoa.
People are walking them all the way down the block now. SWAT squad's going away in their jump out van.
I think even with that match, you'll bitch in the house.
Let him run, sis. There you gonna go.
Sis. Fuck them. Y'all need to stop it, man. It's a revolution. It is a revolution, sis. Y'all need to stop being scared. And y'all did this shit.
Some glasses being thrown now.
Go. I got a ride. Up. Break down window. Don't let him free shit. Let him out!
Fuck the police!
No!
Get the fuck out of here!
Fuck on 63rd, bitch!
Stop that bad! You'll be a bitch in the house! Y'all make that happen!
Hey, them leaving was because we gone.
We got us one. We made their ass move.
Hey, I'm doing this a favor.
No justice, no peace.
Yo, Jess, nigga.
Hey, Ari told me I felt that bad. You'll be a bitch in the house.
Hey, that's why they say, oh, charge your shit at home. No, yeah.
Crowd's moving down 63rd from Lee past Orchard now. So the scene of the killing was actually not 63rd and Lee. Again, what we know so far is a 20-year-old male Daunte Wright. He had a child and possibly his girl in the car with him. Police pulled him over thinking it was a carjacked car. His mother said it wasn't. There's something about he might have got pulled over for having a window air freshener hanging from the mirror. It's a large crowd. People are carrying the police tape.
Oh shit, y'all with this shit.
Do you happen to know exactly where young man was shot? No. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you. I've seen you around a little bit. I'm live streaming right now for Unicorn Riot. Did you want to talk at all?
Oh shit, yeah. I'm supposed to meet up with one of y'all.
Yeah, me.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
All right.
You're live right now?
I am. Yep. You can keep walking and I'll walk backwards.
Okay, I'm like, I've been doing this for 300 plus days. I know how to walk backwards.
Yeah, okay, well, talk about your story. Introduce who you are. First of all, who you are, and then like what the scene is down here for you, and then talk about your story.
So, my Instagram handle is Aesthetics Con Ash, but I go by my name Aesthetics. I am a documentary filmmaker. I left my home May 29, 2020. In honor of George Floyd, because I really was tired of hearing about fake news and I wanted to see what happened on myself. On my journey, I've been going to different cities and learning about people's stories, and now, just like today, how we were just celebrating Justin Tigan's life for Tashira, the time that the march started is the time that they shot Daunte Wright, which is crazy because literally every day we talk about we don't want to say another motherfucking name, and then we out here saying another fucking name, which is killing me. So hearing about his story literally broke my ass down to like molecules, because it's 20 years old. You have to understand, when we talk about Fred Hampton, when we talk about real revolutionaries, my man did not even think that he was going to make a wave, but he is making a wave right now, and this is the shit that brings me to my knees, because this is how we are here to change the narrative, because we're tired of cops killing us and they want to have the audacity to say that we savages, and this is why we're here. And luckily nothing bad has happened. It's a peaceful ass protest. I don't care what they try to tell you, but they are going to stop killing us, because if we don't see no justice, they're not going to get any sleep. But unfortunately, the scene right now, tension, you can cut that bitch with a knife. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna stop anybody from grieving the way they need to grieve. I'm tired of police officers killing us and then telling us to behave. So when I saw that police do not cross line was taken down and they pushed it back, that's what I'm talking about. This is what democracy looks like.
Do we know if they keep marching, or you want it? Where are you going? I'll follow you for a second for this interview.
Absolutely,
Okay.
I'm following the crowd right now because that's how I usually do.
Mhm.
And honestly, I've heard multiple sources in the crowd say they're going to loot and riot tonight, so I'm not even worried about when it's going to happen. It's more of where it's going to happen. And unfortunately, Minneapolis is going to burn, so I guess Brooklyn got to go too. But right now I see a lot of people that are coming back, and that's probably because they know they're walking straight into a kettle position. And I don't need to walk into my kettle position, but thank God my ride is right there.
All right. You want to talk about your story a little bit? Maybe we can pull out to the side, let these cars go by. So you said basically almost coming up with 365 days soon. You left your house and you've been on this mission. Can you talk about that, what you've gone through, what you've seen, and maybe where people can find what the documentation you've had is?
It's on, everything is literally on my social media platform. That's why I get in a lot of trouble that I get into. But I feel like I started my journey in Oakland, California, and started going through the Bay Area down to SoCal. And then when I found my way into Seattle, Washington during the time of CHOP, that's when I was just like, oh my God, this is like a real thing. Unfortunately, we lost a comrade out there, Summer Taylor. They were unfortunately hit by a car by I want to call him an agitator, but people don't really know the real story. 2 hours prior to that, Officer Molly Clark, I should say, tried to run down the same group of protesters. These are the narratives that people don't know and don't hear, and this is the stuff that I have to document on my journey. And from leaving from Seattle, I've been all over, whether it's Louisville, Kentucky with the Breonna Taylor family, it's New York City, it's freaking Nashville. I mean, I've been to 19 different cities. I can't name them all, but it's just very difficult because everybody has a different story. And just like tonight, as we're on our way to one event, we hear about another. It just brings me back to Louisville, Kentucky, when we're out there for justice for Breonna Taylor and Travis Najee is killed. After his last Facebook post, it's all hands on deck, police officer involved shooting on this street. And as we're going to that shooting, another shooting happens and it's Travis's death. So I'm not playing a game out here, and it hurts, but I do hope that everybody knows that when we say we're boots on the ground, like we mean it. I look forward to when people come and give us food today like they did. Protest food is more than just pizza, y'all. We love the pizza fairy, but it's great when we get a home-cooked meal, and I appreciate that. And I'm not going to cap, Indianapolis has been literally the best city I've come across. The way y'all hold it down, it's almost as if y'all been doing this for I don't know how many freaking long. It's crazy how many bodies
Shout out to Winter.
Trying to be like you when I grow up, okay? But it's amazing how I've learned so much city to city, and ever since Floyd died, there's been over 400 plus people that have died in Minneapolis alone. I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but there is a genocide happening right here in this town, and I want to shed light to it. And I know you do excellent work, so that's why I'm just so honored that you took the time to talk to me right now.
Sure, no, thank you for sharing your story too. Can you spell how to find people? You know, your name?
Aesthetics Konash, AESTHETICSCONASH.
Thank you. Last thing, maybe we'll face this way. So you were downtown a lot during the Locks for Love protest and the occupation. Can you talk about that as well, if you would want to?
I think they would hate me to talk about that because I'm not the public face. Look, let me tell y'all something. I love the allies. I love everything that y'all do. I appreciate what Kaya Hart started. Unfortunately, she couldn't finish it, and that's when I took it up. And I tell everybody, I'm not from this city. I don't have any children. I have no responsibility. I do plan on dying here. I don't want to, but I'm going to make sure that if I do, I stand up for what I mean. I just say Black Lives Matter. I mean that shit. So when we took over the protest, we're there every weekday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and we take a weekend. We're on 38th in Chicago. This is what community looks like, and Kaya gave us that strength to continue that, and I appreciate her so freaking much. And I know that every time the Floyd family comes out and sees, it's only about 3 or 4 of us, we don't care, but when they see that, they know that joy did not die in flame. If you could be out there thousands deep during the summertime and you're waiting on summer 2021 to come out, that hurts them. I want y'all to know that I traveled all the way across the country to make sure my butt is out there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Y'all should too.
Any last words?
Shout out to Unicorn Riot.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Send me a DM.
Yeah, for sure. Let me cut this for a second.
That's dope.
Check. So, looks like a lot of the crowd that was going down the street has sort of like come back a little bit and dispersed into different areas. Again, this was another person killed by police, 20-year-old Daunte Wright. He was killed by police in Brooklyn Center today at 1:45-ish. They left his body in the street for, I think, at least 5 hours, 6 hours. We're going to go back to the scene where people were gathering. Looks like some people are still out, but a lot of the crowd seemed to have dispersed. We'll see.
So that's all.
Again, sorry if you're just tuning in. It's a little lame walk. I'd rather keep the stream up, show you all sort of the aftermath if people are done. Either way, we're walking back to the scene of a police killing here in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, a north suburb of Minneapolis, off of 63rd and Lee. So we'll walk back up to the scene a little bit, seeing that people might be starting to maneuver their gathering over to the police station. So it might be happening. You see it's a lot of traffic still that's driving through, or that's stopped up here, not able to drive through.
Oh, no, thank you. Appreciate that.
I don't think this was the scene, possibly. Here's his mom crying. So you see some of this car tracks. And there's his mother crying. So again, that was the scene, basically 63rd and Kathrene, right off of 63rd, right by 63rd and Lee. You see where the tire tracks are. There was a traffic stop, possibly. Police shot the person, Daunte Wright, 20 years old, killed him. I think the car maneuvered into oncoming traffic, and there was a little accident from it. Evidently, possibly his girlfriend or somebody in the car was also there and witnessed and might have filmed what happened on a live stream, possibly, I'm not sure. Walking up to the scene of the protest. Still a large gathering.
Daunte.
That's a beautiful trio right here. Do you all want to talk right now? I'm live right now. Cool with that? Yeah. Okay, cool. We're here joined by Jay Lonnie from CARE. You want to talk about what this atmosphere is like right now for you?
As you can see, people are still gathered here and they're hanging around. We're trying to figure out all the details of what took place this evening. Another officer-involved shooting of a 20-year-old black man, youth, I would say, Daunte Wright. And so it's just an unfortunate situation. I'm really proud of the people showing up from all over the city just to be right over here, to be witnessing, to stand with the family and to stand with everybody. So as we get more information and more details, it's essentially important, if anybody saw something, to reach with the family and to be able to get as much pieces of what happened together. And so it's a testament of what is going to be happening anytime any loved one or anyone is killed by police. People will show up to the scene and they will figure out what happened. And so that's what happened this evening, and people will continue to be here until justice is served for Daunte, but also for all the other stolen lives.
Thank you, Jay Lonnie.
I mean, so, you know, this is not shocking to us, but it does say something about the society we live in. That, you know, we got George Floyd's murderer on trial right here, not right up the street, right? And it says something to people who keep saying, well, we're making progress. We're not making progress if you're still shooting people down on traffic stops. I mean, just the other day I saw a guy who was a lieutenant in the U.S. Army get pulled over somewhere in Virginia, and because they couldn't see his license. It doesn't take a gun to pull somebody over about a driving violation. So it just tells you that the mentality of the U.S. police, law enforcement, has not changed. And the only thing that's going to change it is folks making their mind up, ultimately, that we're not going to stand for it anymore. You know, and folks keep trying to push back on us like, well, what do we want? We just want to be able to do what everybody else can do. Walk down the street, breathe freely, drive without being harassed, drive without the fear of having our brains blown out, or being harassed, or dehumanized, you know, or treated like less than a human being. It's insane that this would have happened. I mean, you would think that even the cops, all the forces all over the country are saying, man, you know, the spotlight is on us. You know, we should probably chill for a bit. But if you notice, the Twin Cities police forces aren't chilling. I hope the rest of the country sees it. They're not chilling. They don't care. They're still doing what they've done. And so we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep fighting. And we're going to fight until we can't fight no more to get justice for this brother Daunte Wright. His mother was out here. It was a sad scene earlier. His mother's crying. You know, his mother was actually on the phone with him. When the police pulled him over, he called his mother and told him why they stopped him. They said something about he had the air fresheners hanging in the back of his car. And so he wasn't sure he had his insurance. So he called his mother to ask about where the insurance was. And I think the mother said she had the number, so just give the phone to the cops and you can tell. So between that, he asked him why he'd been pulled over. And who knows where it escalated from there. Next thing you know, she said she heard the phone drop. And then she heard him say, don't run. And I don't know where he was running to. And then they shot him. Whoever shot him, shot him. That's what we know. But this is insane. This is insane. And a society keeps bragging about it being democratic and, you know, having so many rights. This is crazy. Something has got to give. You know, we keep talking about everybody's saying, well, the fact that Derek Silver's on trial is a sign that, you know, police are being held accountable. The blue line is being crossed. No, the blue line is being maintained. Trust me on that one.
Well maintained.
Yes.
Well maintained.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan McClellan, well maintained. The blue line's continuing. Police accountability is far from being seen. What's happening here?
This is exactly what they designed. You know, last week the Senate voted to try to get officers fired who were a part of white supremacy, and that was rejected by the Republican Senate. So this is exactly what they want. They want chaos. They want black people dead in these streets, and we ain't taking that shit no more. We're not. So expect us here for a while until they start doing the right thing, until they start passing this legislation to hold them officers accountable for killing us. We ain't going nowhere, and we gonna be out here.
And then this is right. This was like the killing happened right around the time that the rally for Justin Teigen was happening. Can you talk about that? Just coming from another rally where a lot of families spoke. A lot of families are out here grieving and looking for police accountability for themselves. And then you have Daunte Wright getting killed just 20 minutes away.
Right. Today was Justin Teigen's birthday. And while we're marching and in remembrance of Justin Teigen, we're hearing about what's happening here. And every time a murder or something, a shooting like this happens, it rips the wounds, and it's a fresh situation all over again. And we're tired of it. We're fed up.
Anything else you'd want to say?
I want to thank everybody for coming out. We're going to be here until it's done. We're going to keep on doing our work at the Capitol, and we're going to keep on trying to holding these officers and law enforcement accountable in the behind the scenes as well as out here too. But we need people to show up.
Can you talk about real quick, where can people find more information about the legislative pushes you're talking about?
They can go to mncoalition.org. They can go to themjc.org. And those are the places that they can go. If they go to the mncoalition.org, they can sign up and see exactly what legislative initiatives that we're pushing, and they'll have an opportunity to sign up and put their name on some of those initiatives as well.
Wright.
Hold on one second.
Justice for Daunte Wright.
All right. Yep.
Thank you.
Hey, you want to talk?
Yeah, I do. I'm Daunte's right little sister. They killed my brother for nothing. He had no weapons on him. I'm confused. Why do we keep living like this? Why do they keep killing us? I keep asking. Why I gotta live through, I gotta be scared too. Everybody gotta be scared. Cause look what they doing to us. This is too sad. I can't believe what the world has turned into. This is crazy. It's tiring. We're getting tired, but we gotta keep fighting till we get what we deserve.
Can you talk about your brother?
What do y'all wanna know?
What kind of person was he? What's your favorite memories?
He is so goofy. Like he just makes everybody happy. Like if you see anybody sad, he'll come to you and make you so happy. And that's just, they took my brother away from me. And y'all don't understand. Like, I'm so hurt. They really just took him. I still can't believe it. I still keep thinking I'm finna go home and see him. No, they took my brother from me. And it really hurts. It really does.
When's the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him was a week ago. The last time I saw him, it was a week ago.
Did you think it would be the last time?
No, I never would think that. I always make sure. That's so crazy, though. I just can't believe this. I really can't. But thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Sister Destiny.
That was his sister speaking, talking to Mel now. What up? You want to talk? What brings you out? Obviously, it's another police killing. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I heard about it, and from the details that I've heard thus far, I think it's unfortunate that I believe it was a piece of object, a usual object that people have hanging from their mirror, was obstructing his view, or the police thought that it was obstructing his view, and they pulled him over for it. But the bottom line is nobody should come out dead from a situation like that. It sounds like he was on the phone with his mother, which adds another layer of poignantness to it. Yeah.
Do you feel like there's any stopping to this?
Well, I can only go off of what I've seen thus far, and clearly it hasn't stopped. We're just going to continue to come out here peacefully and state our case, not only to the police, but to the public. We're in a suburb this time. It's Brooklyn Center. And we're here to tell folks that we're here, we're peaceful, and we can solve this issue if all of us come together and are united on the fact that people shouldn't fear for their lives when dealing with law enforcement. Yeah.
Anything else you'd want to say?
Well, I just say to the folks watching at home, make sure you pay particular attention to the crowd here tonight. It's a peaceful crowd. Folks just want to have their voices heard. A couple blocks down, the mother of the individual is crying, and she is being comforted by the community. So before you jump to conclusions on why we're here, I think you just got to listen, and you have to understand that we just want justice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nico.
Appreciate that.
The razor wire and the fences up because they know they done fucked up. This doesn't go back.
Excuse me.
This doesn't go back. Going forward, this is the way it's gonna be. The toothpaste is out the tube. It ain't gonna change. We're gonna keep showing up like this every single time. You see these brothers out here crying. You see these brothers out here expressing themselves. We've been denied our permission to feel for a lifetime until they take our lives. And we feel we gotta buck up because that's the way we've been raised. I got no fear in my heart. You got no fear in your heart. You got no fear in your heart. Now you think about your father. You think about your father's father. Think about your father's father's father. Listen. Those people stood on the edge of a fucking dime so we would be here today.
That's right.
They stood on the edge of a dime so that we would be here today.
Say it again.
Now y'all can be off key, but you can't be off rhythm. You can be off key, but you can't be off rhythm. I want you to sing after me. Sing with me. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Louder. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know. Come on. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. A little louder. Keep going. Daunte has a son. A little louder. We want his family to hear it. We want Daunte's ancestors to hear this. We want Daunte's future to hear this. Your ancestors are watching you right now. Your whole life led up to this sacred circle. What are you going to do with the information going forward? What's the future going to be for this city? What's the future going to be for you? What's the future going to be for black men? Now bring it down low.
You gotta put in women too, cause we gonna be on the next. We on the next docket. They didn't kill black women too.
No power to the people.
The people got power. There is power in our voices. There is power when we come together. When we stand united as one people, there is a power that is like no other. That's why they try to separate us. That's why they pit us against each other. That's why they pit Hispanics against blacks and blacks against Africans. And that's why they pit us against each other. They don't want us to have that power. They don't want us standing together. But I'm telling you, what they will do to us, they will do to you. And until we come together as one people, until we fight this fight together, it's not ever going to change. Ever going to change. Everything that's happened to us, the civil rights movement, I'm out of breath, y'all, I'm trying. The civil rights movement, soon after the civil rights movement, we fought for immigration rights. Because we loved y'all enough that we wanted y'all to come be with us. That's what happened. Don't let them tell you no different. It was black people who fought for immigration. It was black people who stood out there. And I'm sorry because I'm out of breath right now, but I'm telling you the truth. The Civil Rights Bill of 1865, we did that. The Immigration Act of 1966, who did that? We did that. Who did that?
We did that.
We love you. Don't let them tell them nothing different. We loved you so much that we laid our life on the line so we can bring y'all here with us.
Thank you.
Act like you love us. Stop doing that. Stop treating us like you don't love us, because we loved you. We loved you first. I just wanted to let you know that you don't have to believe me. They got history books. You don't have to believe me, but it's the truth. What we thought was going to happen was that you were going to come here, see us in our struggle, and stand with us, and stand with our against our oppression.
Hey.
But that's not what happened. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do that now.
Yes, please.
We have an opportunity to stand together right now. In this moment, it's not too late. Who will stand? Who will stand with us? Will you stand with us? Yes. Will you stand? I can't get no louder. Will you stand with us? Yes. Will you stand? Yes. Will you stand with us? We need you right now. We are tired. We fought for you. Come fight for us. Fight with us. We ain't even asked you to fight for us. We asked you to fight with us. Can I see my Hispanic brothers and sisters' hands? Can I see my African brothers and sisters' hands? We need you. Don't think that we don't love you. Because we love you. We loved you enough that our ancestors put their lives on the line for you. So we're asking that you will stand with us. Don't let us do this by ourselves no more. We can't do it alone. Are you with us? Yes. Are you with us?
Yes. So, you know, this is good. Y'all getting a little history. The brothers and sisters are laying out some stuff. So, you know, at some point, y'all, we got to know, you need to know the truth about what's really going on here, right? I think I heard people say it's us versus them. You hear people saying all kind of things about who the cops are. Some of them are good, some of them bad. Listen, anytime any group of individuals keep doing the same thing over and over, common sense should tell you what? That they're doing it on purpose, right? They're killing us on purpose, right? I'm not trying to stop, I'm just telling you the truth. The police exist to keep us in our place.
Man. What's wrong with you, man?
The police exist to keep us in our place. That's why they lock us up. That's why they over-police in our neighborhood, because that's their job. The rest of that is bullshit. Their main job is to put us in our place. That's their job. Their job is to reinforce the stereotypes and keep us separated. That's why they beat on us. That's why they lock us up. That's why we have mass incarceration. Black folks need to know the truth. We are oppressed in this United States of America.
It's reality.
Right? It's our reality. And as long as we keep pretending like, oh, it's not this, it's not. No. The truth of the matter is we are oppressed people. That's what we are. And the only way we're going to get free is the way other people have gotten themselves free. And it's got to be intelligent. I understand people being pissed off and upset today, throwing themselves out in front of people who got automatic rifles. That's not how you win. You win by outsmarting them, right? You get in a war, you figure first thing you got to know when you get in a war, you got to know your enemy, right? You can't be running around talking about, well, some of the cops is good, some of them, because we got a black police chief, and that's all right. That's not true, right? The black police chief was the one in charge today, wasn't he? Yeah. What's that tell you? You got to use your brain. It ain't about no black police chief, you see. It ain't about no black cop, no Asian cop, no. It's about the cops. They exist to keep us in our place, right? We live in a system that exploits us, right? You go to work, they exploit you, right? They try not to pay you what they're supposed to pay you. This is systemic, y'all, right? When you know it, you buy a house, you rent a house, and you pay more than you should pay for the damn rental house. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All this stuff is tied together. You go to the store, they charge you more, especially if it's in the hood, than they do other people. We got to wake up at some point. You just got to look the truth in the eye and say, all right, we're going to have to get out here and do what we need to do. Now, right now, if we're going to get justice for this brother, and it ain't sexy, it don't sound cute, we're not going to be able to get justice, not right now, by pulling no pistols, but we're going to have to get justice by showing our behinds up. Wherever they call a protest, they call it the police station, the mayor's office, you got to show up. And people talk that stuff about, well, man, protests don't work. You know, people who say protests don't work, they don't never protest. I know that I don't never see them at the protest, but they say, oh, it don't work. They're a lie. Protest is the only thing that ever works. The reason that we ain't in separate bathrooms and all that food is because of protest. Y'all remember that, right? Because of protest. The reason that Derek Chauvin behind is sitting in that trial, tomorrow is because of what? Protest. They wouldn't have put him on trial if we had not protested. We raised hell, right? We got to keep raising hell. You got to, because this whole system. And that's how you win. I want to sit here all night.
We want to hear from the community.
Go ahead.
I want to sit here all night.
Go ahead. So that's how we win. This is how we'll win.
I won't move.
Remember Freddie Douglass said, if there's no struggle, there's no progress. No struggle, 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 no progress. It may be uncomfortable. You may have to get off the couch tomorrow. You may have to get off on Wednesday. We may call a protest on Friday. We may call one next. But you got to get your behind out of the house to the protest for us to win. You got to stop talking shit. You're going to have to lock shoulders with your neighbors. You got a problem with your neighbor, it's time to lay that shit down, right? Because what sense does it make for me and you to be fighting and we got a man trying to kill us? That don't make no sense, does it? So we're going to have to come together, black, white, Asian, Latin, because they all against us. If you ain't got no money, y'all know what time it is. You ain't nothing happening for you, right? And because black folks are black, they oppress us because we black. They oppress some white folks because they ain't got no money. Well, tell it like it is. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no juice with them either. So we got to stand together and we got to keep fighting. It ain't no easy thing. But I'm going to tell you now. There ain't no shortcuts. Am I right, sister? Right? Am I right, brother? No. There ain't no shortcuts, right? I've been doing this a long time. We win sometimes. It's a damn lie that we don't win. Sometimes we win. And we win because we keep fighting. Right? Am I right? We win because we fight. And even when we lose, we still sometimes win because we back them up. So the only way we're going to win this is we can't be hard and fight with each other. We are going to have to stand up and fight back. We're going to when they call the protest, you're going to do what?
Stand up, fight back.
When they call the protest, you're going to do what?
Show up.
When they call the protest, you're going to do what?
Show up.
When they call the protest, what you going to do?
Show up.
When they call the protest, what you going to do?
Show up.
When they call the protest, what y'all going to do?
Show up.
When they call the protest, what are y'all going to do?
Show up.
That's how we'll win.
I'm feeling convicted. This sister didn't lose her life to murder. But I'm sitting here and I'm not going to let this night be over if I don't talk about Nikita Robinson. Nikita Robinson. Nikita was killed by my ex-husband on Wednesday. She lost her life. He stabbed her to death on Wednesday, and she lost her life, and he is on the run. He is on the run right now. His name is Jerome Anthony Woodland. If you see him, call the police. That sister deserves justice. She's not going to get a rally. She's not going to get a protest. Nobody's going to go and crown her name. But I'm going to say, get justice for Nikita. Kia needs justice. Kia needs justice. Kia needs justice.
Kia needs justice.
I don't care if that's my ex-husband. I don't care if I know that brother. He killed that woman. He killed her in cold blood.
My daughter.
So I wasn't going to be able to leave here and not mention that sister's name. If I'm out here fighting for Mr. Wright, I got to respectfully say, because I knew that sister. And I loved her in some sort of strange way. Right? I loved her. And so she deserves justice. Kia deserves justice. Let me hear it say one more time. Kia deserves justice. Kia deserves justice.
We're here live of 63rd and Lee. The scene where Daunte Wright lost his life to police killing. Seems like some of the crowd from earlier has also gathered over at Brooklyn Center Police Department.
Murdered by the police. He doesn't want to be known, and I get that. But my daughter is only 13 years old. So why somebody else die that's close to your age? She was in the car with him? No, she wasn't in the car with him. She was with him before this. She's crying back there because she has a million pictures with this guy. She loved him. She said he was the first person that ever loved her. Now he's gone. So I woke up this morning, she's just like, what do I do, Mom? What do I do, Mom? He's dead, he's dead. This is my 15-year-old daughter. My 15-year-old daughter does not have to deal with losing a friend or a lover at that age. That's all I'm saying. Hey, real quick. He was just holding my daughter. He was just holding my daughter like. That was my daughter. That was her.
Okay. Nah, a lot of us are going through it right now, but I think like coming together in times like this is what we need. And this is what our people have been doing since we were brought here, and I think a big part of that, you know, like singing songs of freedom means a lot to me. You got to think back on that boat ride. You got to think back in the fields. Our people, that's all they had, was to sing and uplift each other in whatever way they can. With the Asada chant, you know, we chant it every time, but we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna sing it a little bit. So it's gonna be my side. Tucson's gonna lead the other side. So it's gonna go from here to here. Then at the end, we all sing together. So it's real simple. So it's just we have nothing to lose but our chains. That part, okay? So it goes like we have nothing to lose but our chains. Say we have nothing to lose but our chains. Say we have nothing to lose but our chains. Say we have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Louder, we have nothing to lose but our chains. Say we have nothing to lose but our chains. Louder, we have nothing to lose but our chains. One more time, say we have nothing to lose but our chains. Y'all keep going. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. One more time. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Say his name. 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 Say his name.
This is why we have to make sure that we don't let them trick us, okay? They're out here in the courtroom. The sheriff wants to go up there and say, this isn't their job. Their job is to fucking kill us. Their job is to terrorize our neighborhood. This is why we need to make sure that we get systemic change. Because until we get that, nothing's gonna change. They can throw away Derek Chauvin and the other killer cops. That's what we want. That's justice. But also what justice is making sure that we give accountability with feedback. To get legislation passed that the families have been pushing at the Capitol. That's what we need. We need to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Once again, Kobe Eisler died right down the fucking street. They are terrorizing us. These people kill us without remorse. They killed Floyd, and then they killed Delia Eve. Literally blocks down the street. No remorse. None. They are still putting their knees on people's neck. They're learning absolutely nothing.
No justice. No peace. 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 No peace. Tear down Babylon, black people all about. We ready. We ready. Tear down Babylon, black people, are we ready?
Again, we're live here in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, at the scene of a police killing. Daunte Wright, 20 years old, lost his life earlier today by Brooklyn Center police during a traffic stop.
We ready. I need somebody's chart taking over because I can't talk. Tear down Babylon, black people,
There's a gathering here on 63rd. There might be another gathering at the police station of 66th and Humboldt. Dante's sister over here crying.
Black people are we ready? We coming. We ready. We coming. Tear down Babylon. Black people are we ready? We coming. We ready. We coming. Bow down Babylon, black people are we ready? We coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down Babylon, black people are we ready? We coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down Babylon, black people are we ready? We coming, we ready, we coming.
Yeah.
All right.
My name is Sochi Mazak with the Brown Berets, and I'd like to say that Chicano stands with my black brothers and sisters. Chicano stands with my yellow and... My bad. I love the four directions and I love the four colors. My red brothers and sisters, my black brothers and sisters, my yellow brothers and sisters, my white brothers and sisters. Chicano power is here to stay. We have been standing with you since day one, and I hope you stand with us when the time comes, because I will be out there when you need me. I'm a lot closer than you think. This is my neighborhood, and I promise you I will be here when you call me. ¡Viva la causa! ¡Viva la causa! Chicano power! Black power! Black power! We are here, and we are here to stay. Our neighborhood, our streets. Thank you.
I don't want you guys to ever forget what I told you today. The Immigration Act of 1866 was dear and dear to the hearts of our ancestors.
There's a Brown Beret member right there.
Immigration. We fought to bring our brothers, our African brothers here, our African sisters, our Latino brothers, our Latino sisters here, because we understand that if what we knew that if we could come together as one, this could not happen. This could change. But what the white man knew, if he could divide us and classify us and make us look down on each other, to continue to dominate us.
Unity is what they feared. This right here is what they feared. I see all colors around: white, black, Asian, brown. This is what they feared. They don't want us to be unified. They don't want us to stand next to each other. They don't want us to hug. They don't want us to love one another. They want us to hate each other. They want us to kill each other. And I'm so sorry, but that's what we've been doing. But that stops now. Right now. Because the one person that's been killing us since day one is the man in higher power. That's right. It's fuck 12 till I die. And I love my people. This is what they don't want. They fear unity. And unity is what we have here in this sacred circle. Give them what they fear. Unity and love for one another. Fuck 12! Fuck 12! Fuck 12! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! Fuck 12! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can somebody else say this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! Where my black folks at? Where my Asian folks at? Oh shit! Where my brown folks at? We're all here! Unity is what they fear! We're all here! Unity is what they fear! Give them what they're scared of! Because I'm here in the front lines with boots on the ground, beret on my head! I'm not scared! They are!
Minnesota has to be the example. All eyes are on us right now. We have to be the example of unity and love across the nation, across the world. And let me say this. We love our Asians in Minnesota. We're not trying to hurt them. We love them. We're not trying to hurt them. Don't let the media fool you. Don't let white men fool you. Don't be tricked. Black people are not trying to attack Asian people in Minnesota or in California. No. Nowhere. They attacking Asian people. We're not scared. We weren't never scared of COVID. That was That was them. We love H people, so we want to let you know that you ain't got to be scared to walk the streets with us. You don't have to be scared to be with us. I would say more, but my voice is leaving.
There was a gentleman who was standing right here. He quoted Frederick Douglass earlier. Everybody heard that quote there? There is no struggle, there is no progress. You heard that? How many of you have heard the whole thing? About to. Go ahead. 1857. He says that there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom yet depreciate agitation are men who want crops without plowing the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. See, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and never will. You find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them, and they will continue until they are resisted with either words or blows or with both. Because the limits of tyrants are going to be prescribed only by the endurance of those whom they oppress.
Go ahead, girl.
That's not me, that's Frederick Douglass.
Well, we appreciate you saying.
I'm from New Orleans. I came out here in May for justice for George Floyd, and I came back to see this through, and then I found out about this today. So we thank you know there's white brothers and sisters all around the world that feel exactly like me, and we just as much, and we on boots on the ground right here with you. So don't go away from that.
If you need us in Nola, we right there too.
Because we're going for you. Justice.
Justice.
Let it burn.
I was going to say, let it burn, girl.
Let it burn and take it away.
I can sit here and talk about everything I hate, the police, the government, but I'd like to take a moment and talk about everything I do love and appreciate. I love that when times get hard, unity happens. We don't know each other, but yet we're still here, loving each other. It's all love. I love the fact that when we say boots on the ground, you guys are all there. I love the fact that when we needed help, you guys were there. And I love the fact that when you guys need help, we will be there too. I love my community. I love Minneapolis. But what I love even more is each and every one of you. I don't know your name. I don't know your favorite food. But I love you for standing out here. It's not an easy thing to stand out here. Most of us are arrestable. But we're not scared. We're tired. We're sickened. I don't want my child growing up in this. I don't want my child being a brown beret. I want my child being whatever he wants to be without police getting in the way. I want my child to grow up in a world where he can look at his father and say, damn, my dad did that, so I don't have to. I want my child to look up at me one day and say, damn, I don't gotta fight for la causa. I just gotta live. I just gotta breathe. I just gotta go to college, do this, that, whatever I please. Unity is what they fear, and I will always say that. So yeah, fuck 12, fuck 12 every day.
Every day.
It's something so much more than hate. Fuck 12, but something that will be so much stronger than hate is this love we have for each other. This love we have for each other as we stand together is so much greater than the hate I have for 12, I have for the government. I can throw my middle finger in the sky all night. But sometimes I gotta sit down and appreciate what is this. This is what makes a difference. Unity, love for one another.
That's Daunte's sister right there crying in a white shirt.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If Daunte don't get it,
On the ground!
I believe either Daunte's sister or his friend.
Silencing my young people, because I do know that no movement is won unless the young people come forward and lead that movement. That is the absolute truth. The Civil Rights Bill wasn't passed because of Dr. King. How many of y'all thought the Civil Rights Bill was passed because of Dr. King? No, the Civil Rights Bill was passed because of the children's movement in the South. Because the children skipped school and went out in the streets. We need young people. So if Daunte don't get it, shout it. If Daunte don't get it, if Daunte don't get it,
Burn it down!
if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Daunte don't get it,
Shut it down!
We're doing both.
I want to hear from some of you. I want to hear from some of y'all. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Cause I hear some chants from some of the young people out here. We ain't gonna be in, we might not be at the next one. We trying to train them up as it goes. Come out, baby girl.
What up, man? How you doing? You want to talk at all? It's another one. You want to talk about what you're feeling like? Introduce yourself if you want.
I'm Trey Cruz of Bel Air, Minnesota. I'm not shocked, but I can't believe the audacity of Minnesota police to kill somebody like this during George Floyd's trial. So it's really, it shows how they really feel about us and that they're not really thinking correctly. And I believe he was unarmed, so we're still trying to get the details of what's happening. You got a grieving family up the street. We got protesters right here. And then we got military occupation all mixed together with the George Floyd trial going on and everything. So this is just really some super unjust shit that's happening right now.
Family through. Hey, move it up. Family coming through.
There goes the mom in the passenger seat. Everybody's clearing the way for the mom and the family to come through.
Coming through. Hey.
They're moving the cars right now. So again, we're here live on 63rd Ave, Brooklyn Center, scene of a police killing. The mom is driving by now. Still maybe a few hundred people out here. I'm hearing a lot of people talk about going to the police station on 63rd and Humboldt, 66 and Humboldt.
Put me on camera, man. Black people lives, man. I'm here with my cousin James right here on the phone with us, man. We need to quit all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We need to take advantage of how the police doing us. You know what I mean? Because the man that deserve this. You feel me? And I'm going to leave it at that. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It looks like people are now moving. Looks like they're going to the police station right now. Huh?
How far is the police station?
66 and Humboldt.
66. Oh, that's like 3 blocks.
I don't know. I don't even know. I know it's 3 blocks that way, but I don't know how many blocks to Humboldt. Yeah. But we're on Lee. I don't know where Humboldt is comparatively. Maybe that light. I'm not sure. I just don't know Brooklyn Center. How far is it? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, where?
It's not a good idea at all.
Get your 4 white flashes. Let's go. Make sure the kids are straight.
It looks like the large amount of people are now maneuvering themselves to the police station. Walking right now down 63rd. Pretty amped up crowd. Passing June Ave, 63rd. Again, this is about, I don't know how long ago, it's 2 p.m. There was a young man, 20 years old, Daunte Wright, was killed by police here in Brooklyn Center. People are now gathering. People have been gathering since the killing, and they're now maneuvering themselves up to the police station, from my understanding. We're going to continue to follow them, document. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. Thank you all for joining. How far is it?
Fuck 12! Fuck 12! Fuck 12! Fuck 12! Fuck 12!
In 66, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, shut up. Yeah. Word, thanks for that.
Thank you for being here.
For sure, thank you. This walk looks so long. Let's see. All right, thank you, man. Peace.
Prosecute the police!
Okay. We are going to keep documenting this. We're going to bring the stream down. I'm going to drive over there. We will follow the caravan. Continue to follow our work. UnicornRiot.ninja is our website. UR_ninja is our Twitter feed. Go back into the stream. Check out what we filmed earlier. A lot of interviews with some folks, as well as we heard from his mother, father, and sister. Continue to follow us. Thanks to Chris for running the back end, and we will be back live probably. Hopefully, we'll be documenting either way. Hey, what's that? Yes. Yep. We'll continue to document everything that's happening, and if we don't go back live, we'll be tweeting, so check out our Twitter feed. Again, thank you. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. We can bring the stream down back end. Thank you to Chris for running the back end. We'll be back live hopefully soon. Again, there's just hundreds of cars following now.